Hello students, welcome to the chapter Inverse Trigonometric Functions. This is lecture number 9. In this video, let us solve some problems using trigonometric formulas here. Before going to the problem section, let me give you some note, very important formulas of trigonometry. The first one, 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta. Dear students, from this you can express half angle formula like 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. So from this, if I go on simplifying it, taking 2 to the left side, so that cos square theta by 2 is equal to 1 plus cos theta divided by 2. So I want only cos theta by 2. So let me take cos theta by 2 only is equal to square. Will go to the right side. So root of 1 plus cos theta divided by 2. So this is a formula for cos theta by 2. From the formula, 1 plus cos theta equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. Similarly, one more we can have 1 minus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 sin square theta. This is another formula. 1 minus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 sin square theta. From this, let me write 1 minus cos theta, half angle, that will be RHS 2 sin square theta by 2. So again I will simplify, taking 2 to the left side and squaring on both the sides, so that I am going to get sin theta by 2 is equal to root of 1 minus cos theta divided by 2. This is sin theta by 2. Just now you got cos theta by 2 and this is sin theta by 2. So after that, number 3, tan theta by 2 can be written as sin theta by 2 upon cos theta by 2. Replace sin theta by 2 and cos theta by 2 here. So that is root of 1 minus cos theta upon 2 divided by cos theta by 2 value is root of 1 plus cos theta divided by 2. On simplifying, tan theta by 2 is equal to just a root of 1 minus cos theta divided by 1 plus cos theta. So this is for tan theta by 2. Dear students, we got sin theta by 2, cos theta by 2 and tan theta by 2 formulas. So using these results, let us solve some questions. Question number 1. The value of cos 2 into cos inverse 3 by 5. So evaluate this expression. Solution. Let me take alpha is equal to cos inverse 3 by 5. So this will be cos alpha is equal to 3 by 5. So now general equation means the given expression will be cos of 2 alpha, because you are going to replace cos inverse 3 by 5 as alpha. Therefore this is going to be cos 2 alpha. So cos 2 alpha can be written 2 cos square alpha minus 1. Now I am going to replace the cos alpha value, that is 3 by 5. So cos square alpha can be 3 by 5 the whole square minus 1. On simplifying, 2 into 9 by 25 minus 1 and 18 by 25 minus 1, and after the simplification you are going to get 18 minus 25 upon 25, and this is going to be minus 7 upon 25. Dear students, minus 7 by 25 is the value of the expression cos 2 cos inverse 3 by 5. So using trigonometric formulas. Hope you followed. Like this I am going to solve the questions. Question number 2. The value of sin 1 by 2 into cos inverse of 4 by 5. This value we are going to simplify now. Solution. Let me take alpha equal to cos inverse 4 by 5. So that cos alpha is equal to 4 by 5. Then expression will be converted into sin of alpha by 2, because 1 by 2 into alpha. So sin of alpha by 2 formula just now we got in the note section, that is 1 minus cos alpha divided by 2. So you can replace cos alpha value. So root of 1 minus 4 by 5 upon 2. On simplifying, root of 5 minus 4 divided by 5 upon 2. Then this is going to be root of 5 minus 4 is 1 divided by 5 into 2 will be root of 1 by 5 upon 2. Then this is going to be root of 1 by 5 into 2 will be 10. So that value, this is the value of the given expression, root of 1 by 10. Question number 3. Sin of 2 sin inverse 3 by 4. Again let me take alpha equal to sin inverse 3 by 4. So that sin alpha will be 3 by 4. And this is going to be considered as opposite divided by hypotenuse, that is y by r. And draw a right angle triangle. Hypotenuse is 4, opposite is 3. because given 3 by 4. Now using Pythagoras theorem, find out the adjacent side, so that you are going to get root 7 as adjacent side. So from this cos alpha I will write that cos alpha is adjacent divided by hypotenuse, that is root 7 by 4. So now look at the general equation, means given expression, that is sin 2 alpha. So sin 2 alpha formula you can write 2 sin alpha cos alpha. Replace the values of sin alpha and cos alpha here, that is 3 by 4 into root 7 by 4. So after simplifying 6 root 7 upon 16, you will get 2 3s are 2 8s are, so that this you are going to get 3 root 7 divided by 8 as the answer. Question number 4. The value of cos 1 by 2 tan inverse 5 by 12. Evaluate this expression. Solution. Here also let me take alpha as tan inverse 5 by 12, so that tan alpha is equal to 5 by 12. So this is going to be opposite divided by adjacent, that is y by x. Then from tan alpha you can write cos alpha as adjacent divided by hypotenuse. From Pythagoras theorem we will get the hypotenuse as 13. So cos alpha is 12 by 13. So equation you can consider, that is cos 1 by 2 into alpha, that is cos alpha by 2. Just now you had a result of cos alpha by 2, that is root of 1 plus cos alpha divided by 2. So replace cos alpha value in this expression, that is 12 by 13 upon 2. On solving, 13 plus 12 upon 13 upon 2. Still you can solve, that is 25 upon 13 by 2. And finally root 25, 13 into 2 will be 26. So root 25 by 26 is your answer. That you can express it as 5 by root 26. Final answer. Then question number 5. Value of the expression tan 1 by 2 tan inverse of 4 by 3. Solution. Let me take alpha equal to tan inverse 4 by 3. So that tan alpha is equal to 4 by 3. Again I'll express in this I'll express it as opposite divided by adjacent. So opposite side is 4, adjacent is 3. So cos alpha is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So using Pythagoras theorem, adjacent divided by hypotenuse you will be getting 5. So equation will become now tan alpha by 2. So tan alpha by 2 value, just now a formula, that is root of 1 minus cos alpha upon 1 plus cos alpha. Replace cos alpha value here, just cos alpha is 3 by 5. So that in that 1 minus cos alpha upon 1 plus cos alpha, I have replaced cos alpha as 3 by 5. So on simplifying, 5 minus 3 upon 5 plus 3 upon 5. 5 and 5 will get cancelled. So root of 5 minus 3 is 2 divided by 5 plus 3 is 8. So this can be written as root 2 upon 8 can be written. Finally 2 1s are 2 4s are, so 1 divided by root 4. So 1 by root 4 is nothing but 1 by 2 is the final answer for the expression. Question number 6. Sin of sin inverse 3 by 5 plus cos inverse 5 by 13. Solution. Let me take alpha as sin inverse 3 by 5, and sin alpha will be definitely 3 by 5. And here cos alpha can be written using Pythagoras theorem, right angle triangle. Cos alpha will be 4 by 5. Adjacent side you need to find out using Pythagoras theorem, so that adjacent will be 5. So that adjacent will be 4. So cos alpha will be 4 by 5. Sin alpha is there, cos alpha is there. Second expression, cos inverse 5 by 13. Take it as beta. So that cos beta will be 5 by 13. Again find out the opposite side using right angle triangle and Pythagoras theorem. So that sin beta will be 12 by 13. You will be getting opposite side as 12. So cos beta, sin beta, both you got. Then finally you get the expression as sin of alpha plus beta, because you have taken alpha and beta separately. Then sin of alpha plus beta by trigonometry, sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta, and replace the values of sin alpha cos beta, cos alpha sin beta. Just now you obtained, that is 3 by 5 into 5 by 13 plus 4 by 5 into 12 by 13. On simplifying 15 plus 48 divided by 65. So that final answer will be 63 upon 65, the value of the expression. Next question. Evaluate cos of sin inverse 12 by 13 plus tan inverse 8 by 15. Again, you need to convert one inverse into another inverse. Before that, let me take alpha as sin inverse 12 by 13. Sin alpha equal to 12 by 13. And by right angle triangle and Pythagoras theorem, cos alpha can be written as 5 by 13. Similarly, beta you consider as tan inverse 8 by 15. So that tan beta equal to 8 by 15. And again from Pythagoras theorem and right angle triangle, sin beta can be written opposite divided by hypotenuse, that will be 8 upon 17. So that cos beta you will be getting 15 upon 17. So after getting sin beta cos beta and sin alpha cos alpha, put it in the general form, that is cos of alpha plus beta. Again by trigonometry, cos of alpha plus beta value or formula cos alpha cos beta minus sin alpha sin beta. Replace the values. Just now you got cos alpha 5 by 13, cos beta 15 by 17 minus sin alpha 12 by 13, sin beta 8 by 17. On simplifying, taking LCM and you will be getting 75 minus 96 upon 221, and finally minus 21 upon 221 is the value of the expression. Let me take the next question. All questions are in the same format. The value of tan of sin inverse 3 by 5 plus cos inverse 15 by 17. Again you need to solve that, taking alpha as sin inverse 3 by 5. Sin alpha is 3 by 5. By right angle triangle and Pythagoras theorem, express it as tan alpha, that will be 3 by 4. Then second term you consider as beta, cos inverse 15 by 17. So that cos beta equal to 15 by 17. By right angle triangle and Pythagoras theorem, tan beta can be written as 8 by 15. After all that, consider the expression tan of alpha plus beta. The reason taking alpha and beta is for this one. Tan of alpha plus beta formula, tan alpha plus tan beta upon 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. Replace tan alpha tan beta value from that. So that 3 by 4 plus 8 by 15 upon 1 minus 3 by 4 into 8 by 15. On simplifying, the numerator 14 plus, on simplifying the numerator 45 plus 32 upon 60 divided by 60 minus 24 divided by 60. 60 and 60 will get cancelled. So numerator will be 77, denominator will be 36, and 77 upon 36 is your answer. Hope you understood all the questions in the same format. We'll discuss some more points in the next video.